Hello there, welcome back to some more Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. We're here, and we're going to start with game A, and we're going to say, yes, create new save data, thank you. We're going to get a nice message saying, yes, we've done that. I'd like to create a save file here, and I'm going to use the money bags, obviously. There we go. Now, I know this game is considered not good, but I'll tell you why I'm playing it in a minute after this cutscene.
Wow!
It's just a float, you scaredy cat.
They sure do look happy, don't they, Spyro?
Well, it's not every day that a dragon gets his dragonfly. Right, Sparks.
So, we meet again, little dragon. I'm back, and I'm stronger than ever.
Who are you calling little, Shorty? Nobody invited you. This is an invitation-only party.
Very clever, dragon. You know, you should join me. We would make a great team.
What do you want this time, Ripto?
Oh, yeah. What do we want this time, boss?
You're not hired for your brains, you dinosaurian landmass! Keep thinking, and I will send you back to the place I found you, unemployed in Molten Crater, begging for work from nasty North. Now, back to what I was saying. Well, what do I want this time? I am glad that you asked, Purple Pest, and I will be happy to demonstrate. Since I've had enough to do with dragons, I thought, perhaps, dragonflies. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, but you see, without the power of dragonflies, the dragons are nothing. Soon the dragon homelands will be mine.
Spyro, that little lizard totally stole all the dragonflies. Even Sparks is gone.
Spyro, Hunter, don't worry. I think I know where to start. Follow me.
Thanks, Windows. Bada bing blong blingly bong.
Sparks! I thought I lost you, pal.
That was close, Sparks. Listen, I think I may have figured out a way to catch those dragonflies. Spyro, stand back.
Whoa! What'd you do that for?
Drat, that didn't exactly work right. I'm still learning, you know, Spyro. The good news is I've created a powerful magic that will enable you to use different breath abilities. The bad news is you're gonna have to find dragon runes to use them, since the spell scattered them in different parts of the dragon realms.
Cool. Come on, Sparks. Let's get going. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if we want to find those dragonflies. Do you think we'll ever get a day off?
So yeah, it's kind of, we're in the early enough part of the 3D world. We're not, after PS1, this is GameCube, but we're early enough that it's like everything's sort of made of plasticine and looks a bit weird. I'm using a clock cycle overload to make the frame rate 60 at all times instead of 30 sometimes and 60 other times, which is very jarring. It should be 60 all the time, or roughly close to it, at least. If I have a look at the old, if I just run around for a bit, get through all the cutscenes out of the way. Good. So if I can get close enough, I'll do that. Also treasure. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, so it's 60 FPS all the time. Already you could tell, like in the first world, it would go to 30 sometimes and 60 sometimes. Variable frame rate can work, but not from 30 to 60. From like 60 to 50, it can be okay. But any more than that, and you start to notice the difference. So you're effectively doubling the amount of time it takes for a frame to come. Anyway, why am I playing this game? After he's finished.
So where exactly do I find these butterflies, Sparks?
Okay, yeah, so the reason why I'm playing the game, although I know it's not particularly good, in fact people think it's very bad, because it was rushed and unfinished as far as I remember, is because when I was a kid, I'd never played any of the Spyro games before, and I'd played this game. And my takeaway from it was, I'm not sure what all the hubbub is about. I don't get why people like Spyro, because I'd played this game. Not knowing anything about the first three. That's kind of like, I don't really understand what the point of Spyro is. If this is the gameplay, then I don't really know why people like it. But since then, I've played, obviously, the Reignited trilogy. I've played all the 3 Spyro games. I've played them all on the PS1 as well. In my early days when I'd streamed for a bit, I played all the Spyros then as well. So I've got some experience with it now. So I want to see, basically now, is it as bad as I remember it being from when I was a kid? Or was it me being a kid not understanding the game that made it bad? Yeah, so I don't know if it's as bad as I remember. Oh, I do remember is the frame rate was bad, but thanks to the wonders of emulation, I can actually fix that. It's one of the only games where CPU clock overriding doesn't completely fuck everything up. It's not recommended to do. Basically, what I mean by that, for those of you who don't know, you might think it's obvious, but it's okay if you don't know. Oh, explain in a second.
Something has happened in the Dragonfly Dojo, and my magic isn't working. I'm sure the magic from the dragonflies could help move this stone and bring you to the dojo.
Okay, 1 dragonfly needed. Yes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, CPU clock override is basically what I'm doing is I'm making the GameCube and the game think it's more powerful than it actually is. So I've put it up to 250%. So the CPU is 250% stronger than it thinks it is. Well, it thinks it's 250% stronger than it is. So it can run at 60 FPS all the time and not break, because as far as it's concerned, the CPU is like fucking beefy and can handle it. But that can break lots of things.
Hey, Spyro, you know, if you press the A button to jump, then press the A button again in midair, you can glide. Try using your glide to follow me.
Yeah, the things it can break, for example, is if you have a game where the animations and stuff is tied to the frame rate, which is generally a bad practice anyway, but if you are doing that, if you're tying your animations to frame rate, then what happens is, if you turn the frame rate up, obviously everything, the physics calculations and everything is going to be twice as fast, which is bad, because it makes the game unplayable in a lot of ways, or makes many games unplayable. There are other things too, it can cause instability in lots of ways, but in this game, the frame rate is independent from the physics and stuff, so you don't have that issue. Yeah, so you have the situation in this game where because they wanted to have a variable frame rate, they had to make it different from the frame rate, the physics. So that means that when you override the CPU to make it stronger, it doesn't completely fuck everything. Which is good. But yeah, this is how I play Spyro games. I tend to run around the map, get all the gems I can get straight away. Obviously it looks like I can't get all of them because I can't. I can't do... Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I can't go through those gates because I haven't got these breaths. But as to what I remember about the game, it's basically nothing. I might as well be blind because I remember nothing.
Way to go, Spyro! I think I see something shiny on that ledge over there. You can get there by hovering. To hover, press the Y button at the end of your glide.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't remember anything about the game.
That sounds easy enough, but what's the challenge? What do I have to do? Activated? How do I activate the portal? I don't see any switches or power buttons. Okay, that Dragonfly is as good as free.
I know this wasn't made by the same people who made the first three as well.
Nice work, Spyro! And check this out. I found a Dragonfly. Here, why don't you take it?
Hey,
Bubbles.
it's Bubbles!
The first Dragonfly of many. Yeah, so each episode will probably be about 45 minutes long, as is the norm. Ah, I remember this. Yeah. Okay, so what I was going to say about what I do remember about the game, and it turns out this is the very first mission, is I remember being a mission that annoyed the hell out of me to do with scarecrows. Now, I didn't know it was the very first mission. But I knew that there was one to do with scarecrows that would annoy the hell out of me. But this doesn't look too hard, which pays tribute to the idea that maybe I was just bad. Now I've got to remember where the last scarecrow is. I'm going to run out of time this attempt. But there's probably an order to this that makes it doable. But yeah, I've got to remember all these different things. Because there's lots of stuff to remember. And also there's lots of these mini-game challenges is where most of the difficulty comes from, as far as I remember. But also, I know, because of speedruns and stuff, I've never seen the speedrun, but I know the speedrun world record for this game is like 2 minutes. So clearly, I don't know if it's the GameCube version or the PS2 version or whatever, but I know that the speedrun's like 2 minutes long. So there must be a cheat to get through the final door or wherever the end of the game is, pretty much instantly. It's like a Link to the Past. You just like wrong. It's a hard word for me to say. Wrong warp to the correct location straight away, and you just end the game basically, as far as I remember. I'll say that a lot, but that is it. After that point, I know nothing. So all this stuff about how you play the game and where you go and what you do is news to me. Are you okay, game? There you go. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Probably loading some shaders or something it didn't like. Ah.
Here, take this dragon rune to the dragon spirit over there. With this rune, he'll be able to combine dragon magic with my magic and grant you bubble breath to catch dragonflies. They're shy and will probably run away from you anytime you come near them.
Why does she sound like a text-to-speech?
tap your L button to switch back and forth between fire and bubble breath.
Okay, well, thanks for that. You ruined my flow. So now I've got an orb. I guess I'll take it over here. There you go, Chief.
Spyro, the magic of this sacred rune will bestow upon you the power of bubble breath.
Oh, thank you. So now I've got bubble and fire. Bubble, obviously, is going to do bubbly things.
Hey, it's Toons!
Alright. Very good. Oh, can I try the scarecrow thing again, please? I think I walked into the smoke effect or whatever, and the game was like, no. Things like that will happen. But hopefully it doesn't happen too often, because those sorts of things do bother me a lot. If only because it's the sort of thing that won't happen on console. But the exchange is that I get to play in 60 FPS and not want to vomit, so... It's always that one. So ultimately I think that I'll take it being a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. Compared to wanting to be sick. There you go.
Hey, it's Jade!
Okay, cool. So there's a bunch of... So if I look at the guidebook, let's have a look. 3% completed the game, that's fine. Dragon Realms, there are 10 Dragonflies and 800 gems. I know the game, I know the game isn't very long. Right, there's that thing in the middle of the room I want to see as well. This thing. I wonder if I can even get there. Looks like it. Yeah, easy. Hello, Chief.
Spyro, I was dreaming of a genie that turned into a nightmare when these horrible Riptocs kicked me out of my bed and threw me down this swirly thingy. Maybe the magic of dragonflies will help activate it.
25 Dragonflies needed for that one. Okay, it says the different levels, I'm guessing. Different warp points and levels. Okay, so in terms of places I can go, I'm a little bit limited. I guess I'll go to the dojo, because I can do that. Ew. Ow. Okay, game. There you go.
Good work, Spyro. Use the stones to get to the dojo. Remember, Spyro, find the dragonflies before Ripto.
I thought I'd soft locked already. I was going to say how. Saving, thank you. Let us proceed. I don't know if Stuart Copeland wrote the music either. I have no idea. It sounds vaguely like his work.
Oh no, Spyro! It looks like the Riptocs have frozen all the Dragon Masters.
This level does bring back some kind of memories.
You're going to have to use your flame breath to melt the ice and find out what happened here.
Ah, so I can press Z to get the Atlas up straight away, okay. At least I think that was Z. I'm using Uber shaders, which you usually use, so there might be occasional times where the game lags for a bit while it loads in textures. But once it's loaded them in, it shouldn't lag after that, which is why the shaders exist. Fuck off. Or do these guys drop gems in this game or orbs? Because in Spyro 1 and 2 and 3, that sometimes they drop gems and sometimes they drop orbs. Like the orbs would power up certain power-up machines, and the gems are just obviously money. Yeah, they drop money this time. Okay, so I have to kill all the enemies too. Understood. Have a great day. Now, do you reckon this is a Japanese dojo? I guess dojo is a Japanese word, so it would make sense that it's Japan rather than China.
Ouch!
So I was just thinking. I just think out loud sometimes, then I realise what I said was stupid and then change my mind. And go, uh-oh. Now, is there an option for the map? Do you reckon it? Yeah, I mean, it is in 16:9, so it makes sense for it to be more like this. I mean, basically in a 16:9 window, so. Boy, dickhead. Come on.
Hey, it's Steffi.
Hello, Steffi. Yes, I don't think this will take very long to complete, but I'll give it a go. Like, you know, if I could do it in, what, 10? Maybe 15 episodes? That'd be good. Be about 10 hours. About as long as Whistler was. But I don't think it'll be that long. Hello.
Ah, Spyro. Thank goodness you had the sense to free me from that icy cage. Who would have thought the Riptocs would dare invade the sacred Dragonfly Dojo? Spyro, do what you can to return the dojo to its peaceful state by freeing all of the Dragon Masters. Remember, Spyro, the way of the dragon is to be a dragon.
Four Dragon Masters left, okay. And as always, like with the Uncanny Valley sort of plasticine looking models, the animations for the facial animation stuff just look weird. It's just like, But this is what we had back in the day. We put up with it because that's what we had. What's that in real money? Rather than fake American freedom units. What, probably like 2,000, 3,000 degrees C, 4,000 degrees C, something like that. There's a conversion you can do, but... Hello. I was going to say, this is like... Spyro is like Crash Bandicoot, in the sense that the people that originally made the first 3 games, and it's the same, it's weird because it's a trilogy for both of them, kind of got fed up with the game after the first 3, and so the people who owned it, now, funnily enough, both Activision, which soon will be both Microsoft, decided to give it to other people, and the people who they gave it to tried their best, but I don't think could really... didn't really quite understand. Shellac. Didn't really quite understand what made the game so good in the first place. And so for both Crash 4, which I've played in the Crash Compendium, which you can look, it's a playlist on my channel where I go through every single Crash game that existed at the time I played it. I need to put Crash 4 at the end of that, which I will do as soon as I play it. and Crash Team Racing, the remake, when that comes on PC, hopefully, one day. I felt the same then, that Crash 4 and Spyro 4, and by Crash 4 I mean Wrath of Cortex rather than the actual Crash 4, It's About Time, felt like very good pirate copies of the games.
Spyro, my kite got stuck up in the tree. Could you get my kite out of the tree for me, Spyro? I can't reach it because there's nothing here to stand on, just me.
Hey. Back off. Rude ass. Oh. Okay. Can I go back to my regularly scheduled programming now? I mean, for a small dragon, there's nothing to stand on, but maybe from up here, I can get there. Big on. Of course, Sparks. The thing that Sparks helps you do is it helps you collect gems from far away.
Spyro-san, I'm sorry the dojo is in such a state for your visit. It's usually a haven of tranquility. It is here that dragonflies grow up and train to be dragon companions. Protecting young dragonflies is a dragon sensei's highest calling, you know. And Spyro, your efforts will result in much reward.
Okay. Ooh. There you go. Bye. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, Spyro 4 and Crash 4 are just a little bit good pirate copies of themselves. Like, it's weird. You get used to it, but... And the games are good on their own merits. At least, oh well, Spyro, I mean, Crash 4 is good on their own merit. I have no idea about Spyro 4 yet. But it is a bit odd. Is this another rune thingy? Ah, the Thunder Breath. And this also looks like a portal there some kind. You gone? So that portal might lead me to another level, or it might lead me to another section of this level, which is why I'm not too keen on going through there yet. Because it might be more level yet. Yeah, map would be nice. The remakes, I think also the original trilogy, but I don't remember, had an option to have a map. And the map is really good because it just shows you vaguely, it doesn't show you where anything is, but just vaguely shows you where you have and haven't been. Not in a gameplay sense, but in the sense that you can just use your brain to know where you've been and where you haven't. But now I just got to have a mental cartography. But luckily my mental cartography has never been too bad. Just going through here to see what happens. It's going to be a Sparks only level, right? But who knows what it'll be about. Let's do the time attacks. Okay. If it's anything like the first Spyro, this will be for do things as well. There'll be a reason to do this. Even at the heightened CPU speed, sometimes the FPS went down a little bit there, but that's okay. It didn't lag, it's just the CPU's trying to catch up. It went down to like 40 FPS or something, like 50 there, for example. You can see it happening. That's the reason it annoys me, because you can see it. I'll try and boost the CPU speed even more for the next time. I fucked up. You wanna know what I did? I pressed circle or B to try and flame, because that's what it is on PlayStation. But on GameCube, it's actually the equivalent of square or X on the GameCube and the Xbox controller. Also, it's obviously clever to fly against them rather than with them. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, clearly. Right, fly out here. Turn around. There we go. Have a brief look in case I missed the other one. Yeah. There we go. Right. Now it's like the thingies. Beautiful. Just got to go through the middle of them. See, unlike the first three Spyros, doing these doesn't give me more time. It just expects me to do all of it in a certain amount of time. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it feels like a good pirate copy. All the elements are here, just not quite how they're supposed to be. Or how you'd expect them to be as a fan of a series, right? Right, so now I just run around. With my supercharge. Again, going against the curve. I like how the animation's getting faster and faster the more we do as well. There we go. Don't know if that's intentional or one of the downsides of using the 60 FPS is that everything's double speed, but I don't know. No. Yay. I did it. Rashomon. Spyro didn't say Rashomon. I did press A though, so maybe it skipped it. You don't have to follow them precisely though. Yeah, in fact, you shouldn't follow the red dots exactly. You should cut corners whenever you can. As with every racetrack. If you can cut a corner, you should. For example, this is going to be faster than going straight around the bend. And this will be faster than the next thing. In fact, they even put a star here to boost me. I assume this is the path. Okay. Yeah, you want to go through all the stars whenever you can, because otherwise you just won't win. In fact, sometimes, like these guys, they do it too. Basically, just imagine every time that the game slows down, that if I hadn't turned the CPU speed up, it would slow down much more. Like, both more often and to a slower FPS, like at 30. Alright, so we're going to lap first in a second. He's gone down there. First is the one over there, I'm sure of it. On to the third lap. What? Ah, that counts as a miss. Tried to cut it too fine. Tried to be too clever. Alright, fine. Yeah, so I don't even remember getting this far, to be honest. Because these kinds of races were in Spyro 3, so I don't remember if I did one in this game or whether I just did it in Spyro 3. Let's not even take any chances at all. Could also use the red rocket to shoot people, but I don't need to do that. Just going fast will be enough. Okay. Right. There's second. Up there. I love how easy it is to lap people. It's good fun. And then first will be that guy up there. Well, I may well rock it, actually. But I need to get past the back marker first. Okay. See ya. He'll go for all these boosts too, but I am... Luckily, as the player, you have slightly more top speed to begin with. I think they can rocket you as well, though. Honk. Alright. Beautiful. You won. Try again? Fuck no. I win, unless there's like a tier 2 challenge, in which case I will do it, but... Thank you.
Hey, it's your Jimbo.
Hello, you Jimbo. You said that one. I'm gonna exit the level, thank you. Well, we'll find out about that. So do those two count as the two for the this level? Or do they count as something else? We'll have to find out. Also, I'm using Direct 3D 11. Maybe it's better on Vulkan or some other configuration. I'll have to look into it. Everything's up for change. I just got Direct 3D 11 because it's what I used to have on my old setup and what worked. But I've got a much more powerful graphics card now that can do 3D 12 and Vulkan and everything else, so... The hell? That's interesting. Right, so if I check the old guidebook. Yeah. Okay. That is what they are. I wonder if the game will eventually tell me the ones I've missed, or whether I just have to figure out and find them. thinking what I want to do is use an ice breath or something to freeze the dragon who's the little dragon who wants help, so that I can then use that said dragon to get on the tree and then use the tree. Thank you. Also, unfortunately, like Spyro 2 and 3, all the money I'm getting is being taken into account one by one. So, like, it doesn't tell me how many gems I've got at this second.
You are a dragon wise beyond your years. May the dragon spirits guide you on your way.
Hello.
Ah, Spyro. In trouble again, I see. What a surprise. Dragons in danger or something like that? Well, you'll have to pay me 200 gems to cross this mighty large chasm to reach any of the other dojos. Although I may be practicing compassion, money still has my soul.
Pay money back to 200 gems? Yes.
Thanks, Spyro. These gems are music to my ears and will do wonders as inspiration for my poetry. Look, Spyro, even I know some magic when properly motivated.
Thanks, Moneybags. I like Moneybags. Like, at least he's an honest man. Like, he does dishonest things, like, you know, asking for money for things he can already do. But at least you know where you stand with him. There's no ambiguity about him. He just gets on with it. And honestly, what more can you ask of a man than to do what he says he's going to do?
Good work, Spyro-san. Those Riptocs don't seem to be much of a challenge for you. Perhaps you should contemplate a career as a dragon sensei. It could be your density. I mean, your destiny. Now, I will open that gate. That, it appears, is my density. I mean, destiny, Spyro.
Okay. I know what you meant. Just stick with density, that's fine. I'm not going to make fun of anyone for being dyslexic. I don't know if for dyslexia... probably there's a different term for the dyslexia when you speak rather than when you read. Or is it still dyslexia? I have no idea. I don't want to be ignorant of these things. But I know, like, dyspraxia, for example, is like physical. Like, your body, when your brain, you're trying to think about what to do physically. Sometimes you get your wires crossed. And what you want to do is not what you do.
Hey, it's Cinder.
Hello, Cinder. Which must be very frustrating. I know sometimes I try and say the right words and say the wrong words all the time. But it's usually when I'm reading things. I don't read the wrong word. I read the words in the wrong order. So I'll read like a the in the sentence, for example, before the actually was there. And then obviously the sentence doesn't make sense then. And so you just look like a pleb. This first episode's going to be a little bit over. So what I might do instead is, you know, moving forward, I'll beat like a whole level and that's it. There was a lot of preamble as well, like for the running around the overworld and stuff, so that's understandable. It's things like that too, like for the frame rate, this isn't a problem because this is actually quite clever, but for the frame rate, because they knew that they couldn't have too many things going on at once, otherwise the game would lag. What they did, it is clever.
Hey, it's Cloudy.
Is they had the pots, you know, if you break more than 2 pots, for example, they break in stages. as to save the frame rate. Like that's what that's for. So it's saving the frame rate by not doing all the physics objects and the little shrapnel shards that have to be rendered all in one go. They're doing it in stages, which probably saved the frame rate from going too low. Which is pretty clever. It's not something I would have thought of to do. But then we've been afforded in modern times, because computers in general and stuff are so powerful. We've been afforded the luxury of being lazy with programming to the point where we don't have to take account all of these things because most computers can just handle it.
You have done well, little dragon. Freeing the dragon senseis took much courage. I think this baby dragonfly will be safe with you.
Hey, it's Roxy!
Remember, Spyro, find and return the remaining baby dragonflies. They are the fortune of the dragon realms.
Yeah, but as you can see, there's lots of times where I gotta know which one I gotta know which one the return home portal is. I have no idea. I'm having a look round. Right, this is open the way back up again. Okay, so there's a bunch of these portals everywhere. Yeah, like I was saying, because now our computers are good enough that we can just sort of ignore a lot of this stuff. Within reason, of course. You still want to pay attention to some things. For example, you still want to pay attention to, say, the life. Yes, it is. You want to pay attention to the amount of particles and stuff you generate. If you can get away with spawning 100 instead of 1,000, you should do that.
Spyro, you're just in time to help me. RJ and Rusty were playing with my kite, and Riptox came by, kicked sand in my face, and threw it up in the tree. I hate the taste of sand.
It's small and gets everywhere. It's coarse.
If I could breathe ice like a big bad dragon, maybe I could get my kite down.
See, the fire doesn't hurt them, they're dragons, they don't care. Okay, so I guess your thinking is you want me to do that. I'm just going to try and burn the rope by jumping from up here. And if it doesn't work, then I'll do something else.
Ouch!
Ow. You demand that I use. Why are you like this? You could burn the kite. Alright, okay. If this... Okay, they're saying I have to use ice, so I have to use ice. Or not. What?
Thanks so much, Mr. Spyro. I've been looking for this kite all summer. A dragon without a dragonfly is like peanut butter without jelly. No, that's not quite right.
A dragon without a dragonfly is like peanut butter without peanuts in it. Doesn't make any sense. It's wrong. That's what you mean to say. That's okay, you'll learn these things as you grow older. Right, so let's go through this portal of magical wizardry and see what's going on. Because I'm interested now. Through the portal of dreams. I'm hoping this isn't the exit portal. Because there's that other like tree stump that looked like it could have been an exit portal. But now I'm on this floating rock. It looks like this could be the exit portal. And that's another thing that, yeah, okay, shit. I've got to go back. That's another thing that the old games would have done better. Just a simple thing of having the return home text above the door, so you know that you're going to return home if you go through the door. It's a small, tiny, insignificant thing that can actually make a massive difference to the quality of life of the game player. So now I know, at least I know what it looks like now. So the big marble arch doorway with that I guess is after the final thing. I mean, it makes sense. I was just...
You did a...
It made sense. I was just being silly, I guess. It makes sense because it's after the final thing of the main mission. So if it's always after the final thing of the main mission, then it makes more sense to me. Then I can go, okay, was there a home symbol on it and I didn't see? No. Okay, but if it always looks like that with the 3 gems and everything, then I'll be fine. I'll understand that. Let's have a little look around while I go do these other things. Because now there's that tree stump that I'm interested in. Because it wasn't the end of... I mean, that wasn't the end of the level, so what is it? Is my question. There's this. What the fuck's this about? Yeah, okay, so we want these then. I see. It's also possible that this was projecting particles and the one that went home doesn't project particles. I'm trying to find differences between the portals so I can tell at a glance which one the return home one is and which one the not return home one is. We're playing tanks. Let's do it. I used to make racetracks out of N64 cartridges.
Welcome to our tank training arena, Private Dragon. Now I've got a prize for you if you can destroy all the dummy tanks. But you'll have to figure out how to get past the gates.
Okay.
Will you clear out the tank training arena?
No problem. Is that health or is that time? Pressed R. Oops. I mean Z. There we go. Right. So there's... doesn't look like there's much to it. That's Z again. Fuck. Stop pressing Z. Oh, I see. Okay, so those turn the rotation around. Okay. I don't think I can aim up and down. Gotta be... there you go. Okay, so A goes down and B goes up. Okay. So there may end up being things on the side of the levels. Or people up in high ledges and things that shoot me. The only thing I don't think there is a speed boost. A way to go faster. The camera tries its best to stay behind me. There's a little bit of a lag, but that's okay. Right, let's destroy this shit. All of these don't seem to be for money though. All of it seems to be for dragonflies. Which is fine, I just need to learn it. Also, I think killing these guys gives me health back. Yeah, it does. Does that make any sense? No. Does it have to? No. Why? Because it's a video game. It's okay if it doesn't make sense. This isn't a movie. This isn't a narrative that has to be consistent within itself. It's fine not to be. Anyway, let me crush this rabbit with my tank and get some HP back. Thank you. Like I said, sometimes it'll have like a brief moment of like lag while it figures out what it's doing. The only reason I mention it is because I notice it. And if I notice it, someone else is going to notice it. And the last thing I want is people to think I don't notice this shit. When I do. I definitely do.
Well done, Private. You're a clever dragon, ain't you? Smart enough to get the gates open and skillful enough to survive the tanks. As a reward, I'll let you have the dojo mascot.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Cub.
If you'd like, I can set up some more dummies for you. Would you like to do some target practice?
No, maybe there.
That's too bad. But I'll have this tank ready for you when you change your mind.
See, I'm not sure if they mean a second Dragonfly or not. Which is why I'm not taking it too seriously right now. If I'm missing stuff, then I will look again. I'll look in the old diary. See what I can find. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Come on, Spyro, you can do this. Yes. Lives should not be a problem. Okay, now I want to look in the diary. Thank you. I guess it was loading in. Yeah, I did the tank minigame. I'm missing 2 different things and a few gems. Okay. Let's rock. Things I'm interested in are the other side of this. I mean, one of the Dragonflies is going to be for doing the kites, right? Obviously. I died. I mean, the death of Swift. I thought I could do it without hovering, but it looks like I have to hover. That's fine. No, I can do it without. Good. For the main thing of the game, it's not like they want to get caught.
Hey, it's Dawn.
Dawn? Hello, Dawn. It's one of those weird, like the word fall in American. Fall. No, it's fall. At least to us, that's how we say it. It's the fall. It's not the foul. It's the fall. Right. Yeah, there's no way up here without the ice. So is there a way? to get Sparks to show me where gems are. Because in the olden days, you'd have pressed L1 and R2, or L2 and R2, but you can't now because there's no way of doing that. Or you have to press L3 or R3. I don't remember if they had a push-in mechanic on the GameCube. I think they did. But that would be the C-stick. The C-stick definitely did not. So I don't think the control stick would have done either. Okay. And I don't know where to go for that one, so I guess I'll have a look around here then. Of course, I'm always going to come back because I need Ice Breath and other things too, so there might be a way to unlock the ability for Sparks to do this. As I said, I have no recollection of the game basically at all. Or what it does, so there might be lots of things it does that will surprise me when they happen. But for two of these, I think I could probably get up onto the trees where they are. But for that last one, I definitely don't think I can do anything about that one. I think I'd have to live with it. Because I don't think there's anything I can do without the Ice Breath to freeze the guy and do it. It's weird for the same mission to have the same solution twice. But then again, you know, would it be that weird? No. Probably not that weird. Guess that door's open. Is there anything behind? You okay, Spyro? Thank you. See, that's smart enough. When the game knows it's going to be like a soft lock because I'm stuck, it does something about it. It doesn't just make me stuck. Oh, yes! Okay, so I got all the gems. So then the only thing left to do would be to get the last Dragonflies. And the last Dragonfly is just... I pressed the button again like an idiot. Let me in. Let me in! Would be to get the kites. Which means I'm done with this level for now because I can't do it because I haven't got the ice. So that's the end of that one. Okay, so let's get out of here. And then call it a day. First episode's an hour long, that seems about fine. Yeah, it looks like they don't project particles, so if it does project particles, it's not going to be the end of the level. Good. Knowledge is gained. You hate to see a treasure total that's weird and odd. But, alas, it is what it is. Okay. Let's proceed. So we've got to take the rune to the thingy first of all, so I don't forget.
Spyro, the magic of this sacred rune will grant you the power of electric breath.
Yay! I'm guessing I can kill things with that too. And we can go up here. Is this one the ice one or is this one the electric one? I forget which one is which. That's the ice one. Okay, let's go down to the electric one, blow that off, and then call it a day. Boing, 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 boing. Next master spot? No. No such joy. Alright. Let's get to a nice big open spot. I can see where I'm going. There we go. Oh, I remember this too. Why does this give me such negative emotion? not this time. Okay. Yeah, I remember this for some reason. Like a UFO or something. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time when we explore this new farmer's field area and see what we do then. Goodbye.